Yeah, sad news this morning, hearing about Anthony Bourdain. We were all talking about when he had been on our show, up in the kitchen. He was promoting his new cookbook at the time. Everybody in the building was so excited to have him here. You know, Brenda, we were talking earlier about what people loved about his show. It allowed them to travel even if they couldn't. And when he was here, he talked so much about his daughter. And, you know, when you read the tributes that are coming in for him, everybody remembering his daughter. She's 11 years old. He described her to me as like the light of his life. He loved cooking with her. Part of this cookbook was inspired by her and her friends. And so, you know, you think about her today.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is some footage from when he was on our show. And yeah, you mentioned the buzz in the building when he literally stepped through the doors was just so electric. And that was part of his appeal too, right? The fact that he could have this electric personality and also be the everyman, the guy that you could relate to, right? And the guy that you wanted around the dinner table, because the stories that he had, the stories that he had to tell by just traveling and meeting people, as I mentioned earlier, you know, literally in their backyards, in their kitchens.
His ability to go around the world, anywhere in the world, no matter the culture, no matter the location, no matter the age of the person he was talking to, and find a way to connect with them over food, experiencing their lives, their culture, their stories. That was a gift. That was a gift.
And that connection over food, remember when he sat down with President Obama? And so we talked about that conversation about the two of them, and he said, you know, when you sit down and have a meal with people, you just, you get rid of all the politics, you get rid of everything else, and it just allows you to share like, you know, two humans.
It's true, because I mean, even think about it, if it's with your family or your friends, it's almost like it's a communal time, right? And that was something that you got from his show all the time, is just that you felt part of like this community, in a sense. It was really cool.
It's a really fun show to watch, and I'm sure a fun show to shoot and be a part of. One of the other things he had talked about, there was never a food or a dish that he turned down. He wanted to make sure that he tried everything local food and drink-wise, but he said that when he would come home, he would always go to this same like fried chicken place because he just needed that constant in his life. Because in fairness, I mean, he wasn't home all that much. He traveled the majority of the year. So, you know, this news, of course, just if you're joining us right now, Anthony Bourdain dead at the age of 61. He was shooting his show in France at the time. CNN has issued a statement, so I'll read that to you. It is with extraordinary sadness we can confirm the death of our friend and colleague Anthony Bourdain. His love of great adventure, new friends, fine food and drink, and the remarkable stories of the world made him a unique storyteller. His talents never cease to amaze us, and we will miss him very much. Our thoughts and prayers are with his daughter and family at this incredibly difficult time. His daughter, as we know, 11 years old.
You know, Canadian references, too, for Anthony Bourdain. You know, people tweeting out, many people just recently watched an episode he did of Parts Unknown where he was in Newfoundland. A little bit of controversy about some of the language involved in there, but, you know, I love this one. It says, without Bourdain, I wouldn't have known who Joe Beef, Fred Made It Here were. I would never have known about places like Newfoundland.
Yeah, so there you go. And you were just reading that online. That's somewhere you can go if you want to pay tribute yourself, and also a lot of people talking online and sharing their memories of Anthony Bourdain.